Google Doc has a whole, it's kind of like a cloud. And basically, I can work on a Word doc, an Excel doc. I can work on all types of files at the same time as somebody, even live at the same time, or just making edits so that David can see them and work from there. So I've already uploaded it. I just need to put in your address, and we'll be working on it from there. But we'll chat more about that. But you do have a Gmail account, so I can use that.
Right. Yep. That's it.
Obviously, because you're here. So it's awesome, Nolito. I've used it for years, and it's such a great resource because it stores things, and it saves them automatically as you're working on it. And
I find that it's really great for when you're collaborating with other people, because you can actually update in real time even when the same person, when multiple people are looking at the same doc, they have a different color or whatever, and they can put in data. It's really great for collaborative work. I have my school that I teach at. We use that a lot. This past year, that's how I became more versed at it than I ever have. So I like it a lot.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So your homework, I will put in the Google Doc. That way you can see some of my edits and be working on it from there, so that at the end you actually have a running tally of what's there to play with. So I like it. I like it. Nolito, did you have any feedback or?
Well, I came in the middle of the elevator pitch, so.
Okay. Okay.
I don't have too much feedback.
Okay, great. All right. Well, you're next.
Okay,
And
go.
Bill, I don't know what's happening here, but I had to, we were on, off, and then a few people back on. We started coaching, and then they were gone, and so I actually went and started a whole new webinar, and obviously you got the link. I hope everybody else does too, but I'm moving forward. So Nolito, go ahead and share your pitch.
All right. Well, mine is almost close to the one last one the other week. I add some numbers and some examples. So let's see how it sounds. My name is Nolito Monteiro. I take entrepreneurs from the 97% dependent group to the 3% wealthy group of the world population and educate them on how to tap and maintain their share of the 97% of the world's money. Napoleon Hill spent 20 years interviewing over 500 successful women and men to create a successful formula that had been proven time and time again to work. It's clear that with the right education, anybody can reach full potential. Since I was a kid, I was fascinated with business leaders because of their leadership skills and success level. But when the reality comes, it's quite shocking, because most entrepreneurs are struggling, and they are really playing on an uneven playing field compared with some organizations that really are successful. The information, tools, and programs that really can change the life of a lot of entrepreneurs are exclusively reserved for the wealthy people. At United Mind, we believe that we can solve this gap by giving entrepreneurs the opportunity to attach and take advantage of this education through state-of-the-art workshop and membership sites. We would love to have you check our website at hushworkshop.com to learn more about how we can help your business.
Wow. So I really there were so many parts that as a business owner I was drawn into. I love that you talked about Napoleon Hill. I love that you talked about the interviews with the 500 people. I loved, there was a lot that really got my attention. You know what I mean? You nailed it. You nailed it with some of that information, I think. And also talking about the gap, and you talked about this before. It's like the difference is, so you identified the problem and then you provided the solution. So it was a little bit long, so we want to have a shorter one, but it's awesome. You're going to be able to pull a lot out of that for a press release. That is a remarkable interview, stuff to be able to use on an interview. So I'm excited for you. You've obviously worked hard on pulling together some good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah. So just some little fine tuning and let's for the next one see if you can come up with one little bit shorter.
Okay.
Little bit shorter, but it's great. I definitely want you to keep that, and we'll hone in. And I'm going to be giving you some changes. One of the things I shared before everybody, we had this wave, and thank you for your. I love Bill. It's not your fault. It's part of playing in the sandbox. Thank you, Bill, and Veronica. Is that I am putting your homework into Google Google Docs, and Google Docs is like a collaborative workspace. It's really awesome, so that I can do my edits and you can see what I'm doing, and it can be your working place that's there. So you'll get that and be able to play together. So great. All right. Who's next? Veronica? Do you want to go next?
Okay. Can you hear me?
So, do you prefer Veronica or it says Ronnie on here? Which would you prefer?
Ronnie, please.
Ronnie. Okay, good, because I only want it because the thing on the side says Veronica, but I always want to call people what they prefer. So, Ronnie, you're next.
Okay. Okay. Hello, my name is Ronnie. I'm the Manager and Director of Ron John Consultants Limited. My website is Retire Now with Ronnie. I am here today to speak to you about Brian Ridgway's Conscious Creators Program. Brian's Level 5 mentoring course has changed so many people's lives. Do you want to live and have the dreams you've always wanted and have absolute transformation of freedom and abundance within yourself, to be able to follow your true feelings and rid old and bad beliefs that have been drummed into your soul since you were born? Do you want to be able to experience more love, peace, closeness and intimacy in your relationships? Well then, Brian's the mentor for you. His course is Level 5 Mentoring. In the past 4 weeks that I have attended Brian's program, I have experienced incredible breakthroughs in both my life and my business. Brian gives us value, not learning. Brian actually helps us to bring our own inner knowledge out from the implicit to the explicit. You can contact Brian on HPP Level 5 Mentoring. Thank you, Ronnie. Again, my website is retirenowwithronnie.com. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love Brian's work. So it was it hit the problem, solution, and I loved your personal touch there, that you've been doing it yourself for the last 4 weeks. You've had a lot of breakthroughs. So my question is you did his website and your website, right?
Yes, that's before I became an affiliate. I wrote this, so I should be just putting down my affiliate link now.
Yeah, and even so, your affiliate link, can you still have it on your website so they only go to one site? Because usually the affiliate link. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wrote this before I was an affiliate, so.
Okay. Just checking, because I wanted to. It gets a little confusing, and I thought that might be the case. I thought you were getting paid, and if you get paid, then you don't want to send them directly there.
No.
So great. What did everybody think? Did you want to learn more? Yes? No? I did. Some of you are like, I don't know. So I could tell you were reading it, and as you get more comfortable, having that enthusiasm that comes out with it, having that energy that will show and be a part of it. So, okay, who has not went yet? Okay, I think all of you went, correct? I know, Brandy, we did not get to finish. I'm just going to give you a quick comment. I think you and I need to connect outside of here, obviously. So let's do that in the next day or two so that we can collaborate. I'd love to be able to do that. The one thing that I got from your elevator pitch before we got kicked off was let's just really hone in on some of those key words to get it short and sweet, like third world countries, and use a quick example of, for example, there's one third world country that they are real quick to amputate instead of solving the problem.
Right.
So we want to save legs and limbs and give people a full life rather than amputate. So just that quick example. And but I definitely want to connect with you about that and remind me about some resources to help do that. And David, remind me to connect you with another famous musician that I've been meaning to talk to you about. Okay.
Yep.
All right. And again, you guys, my mind is that Rolodex, so I'm going to leave it up to you to help me get access that info. All right, great. So, any other questions before we move on to the next part of the training and what our goal is for this week? Nope. Okay. So, as you know, like I mentioned, we're going to continue to keep honing in on our. Yes, I will. Actually, it's a PDF file, Veronica. Sorry, Ronnie, because I keep reading. I'll get it, Ronnie. I'll get it. It's a PDF, so I'll send that to you, Ronnie, so that you have the Power Bio. We're going to keep honing in on these elevator pitches. Like I said, the goal is by the end that every single one of us is like, yes, we want to know more, or yes, we know people, and we'll be able to do it. It just takes time, it takes practice, it takes honing it in, and you're all doing great. I mean, you're all showing up. Is it feeling a little more comfortable this time doing it? You guys starting to feel a little bit better about it? The Power Bio. This usually takes a little bit of time, so just be mindful. I know some of you have your bios. You already sent me bios that you have. I still want you to go through that 12-step process. I still want you to look at it and take it to heart and spend time with it of answering those questions. I love that you've written some things and compiled it together, and I also do like to see the 12-step as you've written it out. So there may be certain gems that I might ask you some more questions and be able to pull it together. So please be certain that you continue that part of it. Those are the two most important things, because at the end of this month I want at least the 12-step, in the next week or so. I'd like to have that 12-step done, and a pretty fairly decent elevator pitch. We'll keep working on those this next month, but right now we want to get started so that next month we have the press releases completed. So what's next? Taglines that sizzle. Taglines that sizzle. So if you remember from the book, taglines that sizzle are usually 5 to 7 words. They are what gets the attention. The best attention getter is numbers. If you can tie in numbers, people really pay attention to it. If you want to look at some good taglines, look at Oprah Magazine, Cosmo Magazine. Any of those magazines really have short, sweet things that you can put in. It can be tools to, strategies to, pitfalls to avoid. In my book, I don't know what chapter exactly it is, I have a few taglines that I've been able to work with, but the taglines are what we want to work on next. So here's some that I've written. 9 mistakes even the smartest exhibitors make. 85 ways to improve your health in 6 hours or less. How to get thousands of dollars in free press. Paralyzed woman uses Chinese exercise to heal. How to make money while you're sleeping. So these are all taglines. These are all taglines. Let's see. They could be secrets to, 7 steps to, 10 ways to. If you go on the book in chapter 8, success strategies stand out from the competition. They have everything about the tagline, even 10 most frequent words used. So I'll just tell them to you now. It's you, your, how, new, like N-E-W, who, money, now, people, want, and why. So why people want money now? I used 5 of them. Anyways, the taglines are what we want to start putting together. What I'd like between now and the next class is to start, make a list. I would like at least 5 taglines, but please, if you can do 40 of them, this will be remarkable. So right now, if you could just take a moment, I'm going to have each one of you think of a quick tagline that you might be able to use for your business. Who wants to go first?
I will.
Okay. Oh, Hugh, I think you're muted.
I'm sorry?
Okay, I was saying Hugh was talking and I said, I think you're muted. All right, Rebecca?
Oh, have an experience you will never forget.
Okay, so have an experience you will never forget. 3 ways to create a remarkable moment. I'm telling you, anytime you add a number, it just gets people's attention. When you do workshops, it's really good to do workshops where you talk about numbers. That way you can go, number 1 is this, number 2 is this. People's brain actually follows it a little bit better. Okay, thank you for stepping up.
Thank you.
Okay, who's next? Hugh, are you going to try again? The voice isn't working. Oh, no. Oh. Do you know sign language? I'm doing sign language with my child. Just kidding.
He doesn't have his microphone, though. He used to have his microphone on his headset.
Oh, your headset's not on, he said. Okay, David?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Click your mouse to a bigger house.
Ah, I love it!
Awesome. That's great. Although that sounds like you're a realtor.
Well, it could be realtor, it could be online marketing, it could be, you know, just working from home, anything that we were like that use a computer to do, that, and it allows you to, you know, to get the house of your dreams or whatever.
Yeah, like
because you do with real estate too, right?
Yeah. I've invested in real estate as well. Yeah, so all those work, you know, really well. You know, you can connect to the house.
I liked it. It got me to go, wow, that's.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay, who else? All right, Tony.
Who, me?
Yep, it's you.
Okay. The 10 biggest mistakes online marketers make in business.
Okay, so that's awesome. We just need to shorten it, and we can real easy. 10 mistakes internet marketers make. 10. I'm trying to see 10 mistakes internet marketer, even the smartest internet marketers make. It's kind of taking the one I had. But mine was exhibitors. I have to tell you, because I put that, you know, even the smartest exhibitors make, I had very seasoned people come and want to know what it was. So I attracted high-level people that kind of questioned my authority figure, you know, like, really? Does she know what she, you know, is it true? So.
Okay.
But that's great. No, you got it. It was just really fine-tuning it.
Make it shorter.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, Hugh, are we having any luck with you? No! Oh, no. Do you want to type? How about you type your tagline in the chat room? If you type it, I'll read it for you. Okay, Bill, you're up. Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, so I was kind of trying to get connected again. So what are we doing?
Okay, so what we're doing is for the next class, we're working on taglines that sizzle, about your business. And taglines are usually 5 to 7 words. The entire chapter 8 in the Media Magic book talks about taglines. So I just am, just kind of putting everybody on the spot so I could do a little bit of quick coaching before we go. But would love to have at least 5 before the next class as part of your homework. And so do you have a tagline that you could wing, or do you want to think about it for a minute while I go to Brandy?
I'll wing it. So
Okay,
going along with the same product I pitched earlier, learn 5 ways to enjoy your job.
Ooh.
Learn
I
5 ways to look forward to going to work.
Ooh.
Learn 7 ways to make the most of your weekend.
Those are all great. Yep. Perfect. You guys will be wonderful at this. Okay. Who's next? Oh, I think Hugh might have. Hugh, wait. Chat. Hugh, can you hit on that message box again? Because somehow there's this other message box that comes up there. Okay. And I don't know where it goes because you're not. I saw something, but now I don't see where it's at. And it's not where I'm typing. Does anybody see Hugh's message? Did you do a private message maybe?
It's coming up as group, but it's a different chat format now.
Oh, right over there. Okay, I see. Thank you. I'm so glad. Oh, it says, Hugh, where is your headphones?
Yeah, I asked him that because remember he had his headphones. That's why we could hear him, but he don't have them, so that's why we can't hear him.
Okay, Hugh, if you want to type your tagline, you can. Okay, Brandy.
Learn the secrets of the 2% from the 2% that succeeds online.
Nice. Nice.
Got a number in there.
It's great. It's great. So, and also, you guys are going to be working on taglines for your project too, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Those of you that have multiple endeavors, please, if your homework, if I said do 5, why not do 5 for each? Work on those different endeavors and let's come up with some taglines because you'll create press releases around each one of those items. Remember, I had an intern that worked for me, and we just kept pumping out press releases. Even my staff now, like we continue to put out press releases. So you cannot have too many of them, and it's nice to have them in your repertoire to be able to use as in many different cases. So be certain that you put some things together for your practitioners, your doctor's thing. Okay, so Nalito, do you have a tagline that sizzles?
I hope it does. Local student meets 7 millionaires.
Ooh, I like that one. I like that one.
What was that?
Local student meets 7 millionaires. Yeah, that's a human interest story. So that's a good one. Yeah.
Thanks.
That's a great one. Okay. So I think we have everyone except for Hugh, and I'm really missing your tagline. 7 ways to get your mic to work during Google Hangouts. No, I'm just kidding. I'm glad you guys have a sense of humor this late at night because we definitely have a very interesting class.
10 ways to stay connected to Google Hangout.
Okay, wait. I see 2 Hughes. Does anybody see Hugh twice?
I see 2 Hughes, yeah, and I'm not drunk.
Wait,
I don't know. 7 super ways to make money.
That's
Did you
great.
hear that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm losing it. Hold on. Okay. Whew. Okay, this is way too funny. Hugh, there's two of you. It's very comical. And you put your headset on and now you're speaking. Isn't that what he's been saying the whole time, David? Haven't you been telling him to put his headset on? Okay.
No. Okay, let me explain what happened. I was not on my I'm still on there.
7 different ways.
No, I was not on my computer. I was using my tablet to connect.
Oh, okay.
So I could not, and I'm trying to exit, and it wouldn't let me.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay. Oh, exiting. Okay. One of us should disappear.
So it takes you to figure it out.
Anyway, what did I say? 7. I can't remember. 7 super ways to make money.
Okay, great.
That's it.
Okay, so just to recap, and I just want to do a quick check-in on any ahas that you had from this one. Recap would be continuing to hone in on our elevator pitch, also our power bios, and Ronnie, I'm going to be sending you the form, the 12-step. Be certain you take time to go through the 12-step, even if you already have a bio. Fine, and I love, Bill, you talked about it. I could just see it and hear it in your voice, how it was like this inner process of kind of looking at and dissecting each little thing. And hopefully I gave you some more ideas if you didn't have them already about how the jewelry was, you handled millions of dollars, and I love that you brought in the department stores' names, how you helped them go from napkin idea to Dillard's or whatever it may be. So there's some really powerful things that I could see through this process that you've discovered. So I invite each one of you, if you have something, to start new also. Work with that, but also take this time to say, hey, I'm gonna do it all over and just see if there's any gems that can come out. Any questions about those two? Go ahead.
Shannon, I don't have a question necessarily. You ended it with those two, and it was like, no. But a quick question. I'm getting ready to put an invitation out for my fundraiser. Would you suggest that I would go more in the line of my elevator pitch, or maybe one of like how you were saying you wanted more examples, or one of the ways we do is this? Or I was even thinking of like questions like, are you tired of the mundane mediocrity in the performing arts? Or, I get to work on that. Or do I do taglines? Like, where would you suggest me going that would maybe connect to what we're working on?
Okay, so when I think of a fundraiser, are you looking at sponsorships or just individual donors kind of donate what you want?
We're not looking at like corporate sponsorships, but we've got vendors that are, donating certain things. We've got personal donators. Yeah.
Okay. And is there any sort of exchange?
Well, it's our launch party, so it's basically us sharing with people in the community what our mission is, what we're looking to accomplish, raising funds to put on free production shows that in turn creates all these programs for people in our community. So the fundraiser is kind of like a cocktail party.
Okay, so is this marketing piece something that you're going to be using to get them to the fundraiser or to get them to actually give you money?
Right now I'm working on to the fundraiser, and the next would be...
Okay, so you need help with both. Okay, so getting them to the fundraiser, obviously talking about what's in it for them. People love food, they love cocktails, they love a cause. I think there's, somebody told me there's 3 different reasons that people get involved with things or donate to things. And one is to be around cool people, celebrities, that kind of this is cool, I want to be there, how do I look?
Yeah.
The other is, I'm pulling this out of really old stuff here. The other one is cause, how they're making a difference in what they're doing. And then one is like, what's in it for them? What's the benefit for them? How will they benefit from being there? So, and I think there's a fourth one that I'm not remembering right now. If there's a way in your marketing to kind of just touch those 3 personality points,
okay,
then you're kind of doing an umbrella, on each one that's there. You have Bill Sterling's stuff, right? Did you sit at his table?
Yeah.
Space?
Yeah.
You did.
Did I
Okay.
contact him about that?
Yeah, maybe pull out his cards.
Okay.
And just peek at the 4 personalities and see if anything comes out, because if you could hit in your marketing all 4 personality types, then it might be a little more impactful.
Okay.
But I know for me, when I'm doing parties, people love door prizes.
Yeah.
They love food. They love networking. They love 50-50 raffles, and they want to know the cause. So all of that stuff has been...
Yep, and I have all of that. So it's just a matter of communicating it properly. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah. And then with the raising funds, getting that...
About that.
When is the event?
August 5th, 3 weeks from today.
Okay. All right, feel free to shoot me some pieces if you want me to peek at it once you get some stuff down, the copy. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Any other questions?
In regards to the other elevator speeches, were you looking at them or reviewing them? I did one, but I sent 4.
Okay. Yeah, I believe I got... you got a reply from me saying I got it, correct?
No, actually, and I sent it twice. I never got the acknowledgement.
Okay, let me just look real quick. Were you on the beginning of the call, Hugh, when I mentioned, let me just look here, homework. Homework in the subject line? Yeah, Hugh, I don't see it here. Do you know what email address you sent it to?
One moment. Yes, I'm just checking that again. Elevated speech. I sent it to info@freepresstraining. I sent that on July 3rd.
Do you have another email address it would have came from?
No. I'm looking at the email address that I'm looking at. The only one, Hugh Shorts at Gmail. That's the one I use, and I sent it. That was in July. I sent it again, but I'll forward it to you again.
Let me give you a different email address because I'm looking at all the emails with your email address and I'm not seeing it. Go ahead and send it to freepressbootcamp@gmail.com. freepressbootcamp@gmail.com. Yeah, please. If you didn't get a got it from me, then yeah, I didn't get it. Something has happened there.
Okay, freepressbootcamp.
Yep. At gmail.com. Okay. Any other questions? All right, and then the tagline. So the taglines is Sizzle. Go ahead and create what you can, as many as you can, so that we have something to work with. If for some reason you feel like you're ready to move to the next step, let me know. Shoot me an email and say, Shannon, I feel like I'm done with my power bio. I've got my elevator pitch. I've got some taglines. What's next? Just do homework. What's next in the subject line, and let me know, and I'll keep sending you some things. Okay? Okay, so let's do a quick check-in with everybody. I want to just hear any aha moments from tonight. Kind of just a quick check-in on where you're at. And I'll start with Ronnie.
I just love everything we're learning.
Oh, I can't hear you. You got to turn your headset down.
Oh, sorry. I'm doing a hue. I just enjoy everything that we're learning.
Oh, good. Good. Any ahas that you had from tonight's class?
Ahas? More on the elevator speeches. They're ahas. I've been writing down what I've been learning through the whole session, so everything's an aha to me.
Good one. Thanks, Ronnie.
Okay.
All right, Rebecca?
My ahas have definitely been some of the information you gave us about taglines. I avoid numbers, so that's good information for me. And just kind of the aha of, yes, showing examples of why I do what I love and how it makes a difference. So, and you're all awesome. I can't wait to get to know you all better. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, Melito.
Well, I'm loving the trainings. I just feel good that I feel that I'm in the right direction. You know, every time you say that was awesome, it feels good. So I'm just learning a lot. Yeah.
All right, great. So glad you're here.
Mhm.
All right, and if any of you have any questions either, you can always ask. Hugh, your turn.
I think as I listened to the ones that I got to listen to, picking up on in terms of brevity, repetition, click words, I think those are some things that I picked up tonight that I need to pay attention to. Great.
Thank you. You make me laugh, by the way.
I'm not a comedian. I'm sorry. I was trying to help, but I got lost. David sent me that link. In the meantime, I thought, let me restart my computer. And so I jumped over to my tablet. So I was able to get in the tablet, but then I couldn't move my fingers on the tablet. I guess to do that, I can listen and I can talk on it, but I couldn't do the chatting on it. So so that's why I didn't have my headphones on, because it's connected to my desktop, not to the tablets. So I can see David saying headphones, but I couldn't do anything about it. Thanks, David.
Well, I just have to say, one of the things that I love about every single one of you that I can tell that really makes you special and unique is that I can tell that you guys are the type of individuals that when you have a challenge, you keep going. And you keep going, and you keep going the best you can with a smile even. Doesn't mean you don't have those moments of not, not being upset, but that you just keep going, you try to keep going with a smile, and that you can move through whatever life gives you fairly quickly. So that says a lot about each one of you. So thank you so much for being patient. I'm glad that we had technical stuff and you guys were all stuck with it. All right, David, you're up.
Yeah, a couple things. For some strange reason, I keep want to run away from my core target market for some reason. But I every time I have these trainings, like I see why I need to do it, but then I leave you guys like I say, nah, I can't do that. They don't want to do this. I always like say no, that they're not ready for this, because I've always been just looking at what I can do and not worrying about anybody else per se, to the extent that it hinders me, but just being really independent to make it happen. And this business venture, it actually requires more people to kind of get involved in a way that I'm used to having more people involved. So I'm getting some aha moments about how to maintain focus and speak to them. And as it relates to actually, as soon as we hang up this call, I'm going to get tape to put my 12 pieces of paper on the wall so I can really tackle the 12 bio like you really want to. So instead of trying to go around it and try to maneuver around it, I'm just going to do exactly what you say to do and see what happens. So that was a big aha.
Oh, great. Well, I have to say, just doing that self-inquiry is really awesome because this whole process, and believe me, David, I've went through it myself with the bio and all of this stuff. So just to be able to look and go, okay, I'm feeling resistance, and and to move forward. And thank you for sharing. Thank you so much for being vulnerable enough to share that. That means a lot.
Thank you.
All right, Bill?
There's a lot of takeaways for me tonight. I think one of them was it was interesting for me to see how the word trauma impacted people and the response to that. And I really appreciate you, Rebecca, and your feedback, and I appreciate everybody's feedback. It's really priceless. It kind of gives me an insight on how it would be received in the marketplace. The ideas that you had, Shannon, were great. Gave me a lot to think about and really kind of gave me a chance to springboard forward. I really was just a great session, and can't say enough about what I got out of it.
Oh, great. Good. So I forgot one more key thing, so I'll leave this as my closing note because it's really important. Remember, this next month, we are getting ready to contact the media. My goal is by the end of this class, you guys are actually getting free publicity. So you want to be looking at that media list. Remember, it was just an Excel sheet. You're writing down a name, website, phone number if you can. Even if it's just the name, just start having on your computer something that says media list. I do suggest an Excel file because that way you can use it and add to it and change it. And I have samples of it in Chapter 10 where it talks about it's a numbers game, and I say start an Excel sheet or your preferred software with the heading media company name, individual contact name, contact phone, contact street, email, and deadline dates. So let's start those media lists so that once we get those press releases ready, we're hitting it. We're all ready to go. So
Shannon.
Yes.
So you want us to contact them to find out the deadline dates?
Leave that part blank, but if you see it on, all right,
on their information.
Yes, if you see it on their information. Bye, Nolito. He said he's got to run. Yeah, if you see it on their information, then include that.
Okay.
All right. All right, sounds great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shannon.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, bye for now.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Go team, go.
Thank you.